an unaesthetic freaking bookshelf organization video. What's up everyone, welcome back to my channel Bounded and Bookmarked. I am Jaleesa and today's video is surprisingly a bookshelf organization slash mini bookshelf tour video. I have those short IKEA bookshelves, like it comes up to my hip. I don't have the aesthetically pleasing Billy bookshelves from IKEA that all of you amazing people have. My room is kind of small and my closet's like right here, as you can see, not a lot of space to work with, which is why I never film from my bookshelves. However, I want to show y'all how I organize my bookshelves today. I feel so much better. They're done, they're clean, and I want y'all to see how I organize them. So if you want to hang out with me for a little bit, if you want to organize your own shelves, if you want to do some homework while I do this, if you want to just be nosy and look at my shelves and see what I have and how I do things around here in these streets, stay tuned. I'll see y'all in a few. I can kind of show you what I'm working with. I have stacks of books here, like a lot, that need to go on this shelf behind me. I don't really know how I'm going to organize them yet. I'm thinking that I would prefer to organize them by genre, by height, and maybe by color. We'll see. A lot of the genres have like the same color, so I mean, we'll figure it out. Organize this shelf first and then we'll attack these ones next, because these ones are not too bad. They're kind of already organized, but I have gotten some new books recently that are kind of just thrown in here. Let's get started. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take all these books in front of me and behind me and try to stack them up in the same genre. So we're gonna make piles of the same genre. So we're gonna do romance, fantasy, sci-fi, thriller, what have you. So okay, so I just finished. Let me show you the piles I made. So I just made some piles here. So here's my adult romance section. My YA romance, of course, is the tallest, and then my YA middle grade and adult fantasy, and then some YA contemporary. And then I have just, these are thrillers, but they're all YA except for this one. Here's the thing, I was going to go ahead and put all of these books on this shelf, but because these shelves are so short and some of these books are really long, I think that I'm gonna go through these shelves and put my short books that are on these shelves on this one. And as I figure things out, I'll figure them out. All right, let's do this. Alright, now y'all don't know how hard it is to record in this very tiny space. But you know what? For all of you tuning in and watching, I'm gonna make it work. Okay, so now that I have done my adult romance and my YA contemporary, now it's time to tackle the YA romance, which I have a lot of. Like a lot of. And you know what? I'm tempted, I don't have enough space for that. I'm tempted to make this entire bookshelf like a romance bookshelf, but I don't know that I have the space for that. So I'm not gonna even try to do that right now. biggest book that I have. Shelf. These are all YA. I don't have a lot of contemporaries. I do like them, I just don't read them that often. Here we have some adult romances. A lot of them should look familiar to a lot of you. Down here we have a section for my YA novels. I did have to put Queen Move up here because she's just such a big book. She's so tall. And then we have some more YA romances. This shelf is my favorite shelf because it has my copies of Amari. Yes, I do indeed have 2 editions of Amari. I have the special edition and I have the regular cover. So then we have my YA/new adult fantasy section, and then we have my YA/adult thriller, I guess. I don't really know what to consider this section right here. So now we get to tackle all of this. It's really not that bad. I just need to do it. Alright, so these shelves in front of me are right now not really in any particular order. Let's just organize these because I need to find a home. Like every book needs to have a spot, and right now I have books just kind of tossed up here, and that kind of annoys me because it's not even in the right sections. And sometimes what I like to do, I like to take books that I haven't read yet and put them in the front, and put the ones that I've already read in the back, just because there's no reason to have them in the front when I've already read them. This shelf is a dedicated Cassie Clare shelf because her books are freaking huge and they're thick, so they don't really fit with anything else. I have no idea where to put this book sleeve at, but shout out to Illumicrate for this book sleeve. Her shelf is pretty much fine. I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this. So we're gonna put that there along with the shelf between us. I might not be able to do a color scheme on this shelf because they're all kind of not the same color. Okay, so I have officially finished organizing my bookshelves. It took me a long time, longer than I thought it was gonna take, but I think part of that was because I was trying to move with this daggone camera. So now I'm just gonna go through my shelves with you and kind of show you what I have on them, like a little mini quick tour. So on this first shelf, we have literally some romances. I believe all of these are YA. I have all the books that I have not yet read in the front except for these two right here. They just happen to fit height-wise. I put them up here, but I haven't read these ones. I've read all all of the ones in the back though. Down at the bottom I have, again, romances, but these are all adult in the very front. Now in the very back I have some of my like spiritual books. As many of you know, I am a Christian, so I have like my Bible back there. I have some like just motivational books. So this first shelf right here is my fantasy shelf. As you can see, I have some amazing books up here that I have not read yet, but I just know they're amazing because I just do. So we have my Illumicrate edition of In the Ravenous Dark up here. It has stenciled edges, which I've shown you before in my unboxing videos. And then I also plan on reading Getting the Ninth in July. So I have pretty much all of my most anticipated reads on these two shelves. The shelf here on the bottom, I color coordinated kind of with like browns and reds, so kind of like your earthy tones. I just thought it was fitting because all these books kind of give me like earth vibes. My Illumicrate edition of The Jasmine Throne that just came out. People are loving this book and I cannot wait to dive into it. We also have my Illumicrate edition of The Unbroken by C.L. Clarke, also with sprayed edges. Okay, so moving on, we have my Cassie Clare shelf with the addition of Samantha Shannon, but we're gonna ignore that for a second. So my Cassie Clare shelf is exactly what it sounds like. Everything up here is by Cassie Clare. I have all of her books behind these. You can't see them at the moment, but I have the Mortal Instruments in the back, and then I have the Infernal Devices in the corner back there. I also have my little mug that I got from Illumicrate with Emma Carstairs and Julian Blackthorne on the front. So just really quick, I'm going to go through some of the little trinkets I have in my cup. So I got this pin from Illumicrate. Yeah, I have a couple of pins from Illumicrate, which are really lovely. I always love these pins. I think they're so nice. And then we have this little necklace here, dropping stuff. Wow. Are you freaking kidding me right now? You know what? Anyway, so yeah, I have all these pins from Illumicrate and Owlcrate that I really do adore. This shelf is kind of more like mine. I don't have colors like these, like a lot of books with these colors, with purples and reds and blues like this, and burgundies, so they're kind of just together here. But all of these are fantasies except for this is a sci-fi novel. This next shelf I really do like a lot, both of these actually, and these also came from Illumicrate. These bookmarks came from Illumicrate. On this shelf is my thriller slash mystery novels. I'm still working on you, y'all. I'm still working on it. I don't have many of these. I don't read a lot of thrillers, but they're really fun, so I plan to get into more of them. I have Heartstoppers volumes 1, 2, and 3, Bloom, Laura Dean Keeps Breaking Up With Me, and then some My Hero Academia. So, and then I have my first book 10 from Owlcrate, and then my book sleeve from Illumicrate. I have this 10 that came from Illumicrate, so I got this in my box last month, so it was really cool. And then I have my edition of Pride and Prejudice. It has little letters from Mr. Darcy, a letter to Mrs. Bennet, which I think is really cool. A nice little addition to this book. I have not yet read Pride and Prejudice, but I plan to very soon. Alright everyone, so that is the end of my bookshelf organization video. I had a great time and I had so much fun showing you like a little mini tour of my bookshelves. I'm sorry that I don't have like the really great aesthetically pleasing shelf that so many of you have, but you know what? We do what we gotta do to get it popping. You feel me? Yeah, I mean, I had fun. I thought it came out great, so I can't wait to see you on my next video. And until next time, over and out.